Somebody here, let me call him an idiot, who just write something silly, not thinking about how the impact of this in the whole. And I'm not saying that media should not hold government to account, but I'm just saying there must be some minimum standards. And when media reports factually, no problem. But the problem in Kenya is that media is now captive to commercial interests. If you miss on a tender here, you miss on a business there, why even go to appeal? Just hire some media guy, pay him some money, and that is what is happening.
Did you feel any relief with President Ruto defending you?
Well, I feel relieved, but I am also relieved that many more Kenyans, not just the president, are seeing my point. And I think it is this movement is unstoppable. That now all Kenyans are going to, not me and the president only, but a lot of Kenyans are going to hold media to account also.
And what's your reaction on MPs yesterday passing the VAT, doubling it from 8% to 16%? And what impact will it have, on fuel and also on trade and the economy?
Obviously, there's some pain and there's some sacrifice to be done, but we are doing this at zero option. We have inherited a lot of debts. They have to be paid. Unless maybe people give us an idea how to pay, we are okay. We are open. But for now, we have to do what we need to do. Yeah.
And when you're in parliament, you said that, you through KNTC, sugar imports that were approved were 200,000 bags. But yesterday, Cecilin Turi contradicted the same. He said that he did not approve 200,000 bags, and he contradicted saying it was 180,000 bags. Can you kindly clarify that?
Let me say that the 200,000 bags was approved by Cabinet. After approved by Cabinet, the Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture then has to issue the permit. KNTC has not applied for that permit so far because we've left it so far to the private sector to import. And remember, KNTC does not wake up and decide to import something. It is only when we see bad behavior or lack of capacity on the side of private sector. Maize, for example. We never import maize because private sector is working perfectly on maize. We have no reason so far. We have no reason to get involved in sugar as yet because private sector is doing its job. So we have got an approval from Cabinet. We've not used it, and deliberately we've not applied for a permit for it because we've not seen the need to intervene. We cannot say there's bad practices by sugar industry. If we sense for 1 minute that someone is misbehaving on sugar, we will execute our rights as approved by Cabinet and apply for a permit. As of now, the CS for Agriculture is right. We have the approval, but we've not, it's like having a check, but you've not cashed it. So we have the approval of 200,000 metric tons of sugar. We have not seen the reason to ask for a permit. We've decided to leave it now for the private sector. So if you see us KNTC intervening somewhere, it means someone is misbehaving, and it is our job to protect the people of this country.
And lastly, there's been an uproar from manufacturers with your directive yesterday advising the Treasury to change, to remove the 35% that's tax and that's levy and introduce it with the 10%. Maybe can you also clarify on the same?
You see, on this industry of edible oil, what is manufacturer? It's just a guy who goes there, imports the same product we are bringing, repackages from, I don't know, one container into 20 liters and call it manufacturing. They have lied to you guys for a long time. They have cheated you for a long time. The only guy I'm going to protect is a guy who takes me to Busia or to Homa Bay or to Lamu and says, this is my palm oil plantation, because it's possible. But right now, their stomachs are full. They have no incentive. In Uganda, an average farmer, because now they are growing palm oil there, is pocketing 142,000 shillings, Kenya shillings, every month. Yeah, they are richer than teachers and other professionals here.
And what can you tell the opposition maybe on finance bills?
Demonstration is not a monopoly of someone. They can demonstrate against it. We're going to demonstrate for. When they own the streets, we can also go to those streets to talk.